Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a review and giveaway of Lil Wayne's book titled Gone Till November. And so essentially when he went to jail in 2010, he decided to keep a journal to keep himself busy while he was there. And he didn't have any intentions of publishing this, but he decided he wanted to give something to his fans because they've been waiting so patiently for some new music from him. And since he's been dealing with a bunch of issues with his label, he just decided to publish his journal and give them something, you know, to tie them over. And so I'm going to be doing a review on the book, but I'm also going to be doing a giveaway. So if you want to win this book, all you have to do is subscribe to my YouTube channel and just leave your Twitter or Instagram handle in the comment section below. So I have a way of contacting you if you are selected as the winner. And I will select the winner at the end of December. So the contest will close on December 31st, 2016. And then after that, I will select the winner and get in contact with them. So the first thing I'll say, which I think is pretty cool, is that the book itself is as if it was Lil Wayne's journal. It's actually his own writing. So I don't know if it'll focus there, you can probably see, but it's actually Lil Wayne's writing. So it's his own, you know, it's as if it was his own journal and they just took the pages and then scanned them to publish this book. And thankfully Lil Wayne has good penmanship, so it's easy to read. There's not too many times when you're trying to figure out what he was writing. So at the beginning of the book, there's an author's note, and essentially it's just Lil Wayne writing a couple paragraphs to give people some background on why he decided to release the book. And so I'll read it to you. Here's what it says. So here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the time is right to release Gone Till November into the world. Because of all the bullshit I'm going through with my record label, I wanted my fans to have something from me while they continue to be ever so amazing and patient. I didn't have plans to publish the journal when I was writing it at Rikers. I was just doing something to pass time in there. It became something to look forward to every night, which is very difficult to do when you're locked up. This book wasn't written to clear up any misconceptions about my time in prison. If anything, it'll show you that I'm a regular motherfucker like everybody else. I was just observing, adjusting in an unusual environment and trying to find joy in hell. What I'd like my amazing fans to get out of this whole ordeal is that I love them enough to share such personal feelings and experiences, and that you shouldn't ever want to be in there. I did enough experiencing for you all. Love, Wayne. So the majority of the book is Lil Wayne speaking about his day-to-day activities, and so if you read the book, you'll notice it doesn't really change too much throughout the book. Essentially, Wayne would start every morning by, you know, getting breakfast, getting his coffee, then going back to his cell, falling back asleep. Then when he would wake up, he would go to the yard, he would work out, then he would go back, watch TV with the other inmates. Sounded like he watched a lot of American Idol, Celebrity Apprentice, Family Feud. So not the best TV, but I mean, they're in jail, so I don't assume that they had the best selection either. It did sound like he did get to watch a lot of sports, and as most people know, Weezy is a huge sports fan, so you know that was good to hear. He got to watch a lot of March Madness and NBA, and so he did mention a few times that he saw Drizzy sitting courtside. So that's what he did during the day. Usually at night, he would call people, you know, so he'd call people as much as he could, try and, you know, stay connected to the outside world, so speak to various people. And, you know, he would also read a lot of fan mail and read a lot of mail from other people. So whether it was from his baby mamas or just fans, you know, he would stay busy by reading the mail and responding to the mail. So I thought that was pretty cool that Lil Wayne actually responded to fans. I had no idea that he was actually responding to fans, so he would write back to fans, and he actually called a few fans too. So he said that if fans had left their numbers in the letter, that he would actually call them from jail. And so I thought that was really cool. It just shows how down to earth Wayne is, and you know, how much he really appreciates his fans. So this is just an example. I mean, throughout the entire book, Lil Wayne speaks about calling fans and writing them back, but this is one of the first journal entries which he speaks about actually calling them. And so he said this: spoke to some fans who included their phone numbers in their letters. One of them cried, which made me feel good. It was a happy cry though. So here's another example of Wayne speaking to a fan on the phone. He said, called a fan who has been sending me these 5 to 7 page letters that seemed as if she thought she knew me or met me. When I spoke to her, she told me that someone told her that they were me on MySpace a while back. People play too much. She was upset when I told her it wasn't me, but happy to hear from the real me. So Weezy also speaks about all the people that comes and visits him while he's locked up. So, you know, his family, obviously his mother, his daughters, and, you know, his Cash Money family. So he wasn't beefing with Baby at the time. So, you know, Baby, Slim, Nicki, Drake, Tyga, they all came and visited him. Mac Main, and then as well Kanye West, Chris Paul, P. Diddy. So, there's a number of people. It seemed like he had visitors all the time. And he mentions that he's super grateful for that because a lot of the inmates that he was locked up with, they didn't get one visit the entire time that he was there. So, he really appreciated it because, just for that little bit of time, he was able to escape jail and, speak to people from the outside world, and just kept his mind off jail. And, he was super grateful to have people to come and visit him so often. So at one point in the book, Lil Wayne speaks about how his cell is covered in pictures of Tammy Torres, who I assume was his girlfriend at the time. And then in the following journal entry, it's just a blank entry, and it's titled Bad Day. And then in the journal entry after that, it's titled As a Man, and it speaks about how Wayne is pissed off that he found out Drake fucked his girl, even though it was a long time ago before Weezy started seeing her. But this is what he said. He said, "I woke up still feeling fucked up about the fucked up day that I had. Hell is what it was. I'm used to arguing with my girl on a daily basis, but finding out that she fucked Drake was the absolute worst thing I could have found out. As a man, honestly, that shit hurt. And not because it was Drake, it could have been any man and it would have hurt the same. She said it happened way before we got together, but she just never told me. When Drizzy came to see me, he was like, yeah, it's true. Don't fuck with her like that, cause I did fuck her. Damn. At that point, it didn't matter to me when it fucking happened, because the fucking happened. This is the type of shit that a man never wants to find out while he's locked up. Or maybe so, cause only God knows what I would have done if I wasn't locked up right now. As soon as I found out, I told him to just lock me in, and I basically just been to myself in my cell for the last couple of days. Not sure how long I would have stayed in there if it weren't for Charlie. His fat ass wasn't going to let me just sit up in this bitch and not eat. He was like, I don't give a fuck what you're mad about. We cooking no matter what. Come on, man, let's eat. As a man, I'll admit that shit really fucked me up. But hey, fuck that hoe. Love is blind. That's why I say make sure that bitch is a seen eye dog. Another one gone." So every journal entry kind of ends the same way. It sounds like once Lil Wayne goes back to his cell, he kind of has this routine of doing the same thing to end his day. And it's usually something along these lines. He says, wrote this, did push-ups, prayed, read the Bible, wrote lyrics, ESPN in the ear until I pass out. Another day gone. So as I said, the majority of the book is just Wayne speaking about his day-to-day activities, but occasionally something interesting will happen. Wayne will get in a confrontation with someone, or they'll play a prank on another inmate. So there's a lot of good stories. I'm not going to ruin them for you. Something I did find interesting, though, is Wayne actually got caught with an MP3 watch. So he had a watch brought to him, and it got loaded full of music. So it was essentially an MP3 watch, and I guess that is against regulations. And so they found out, someone snitched, or for whatever reason, the COs found out that Wayne had an MP3 in his cell, and so they got it, they took it from him, and then they put him in solitary confinement. And which is weird. Wayne said that he actually enjoyed it. He actually, enjoyed the being by himself in solitary confinement. So I thought that was pretty interesting. So one thing you'll notice if you read the book is Wayne speaks about these Doritos burritos over and over again. It sounds like he eats like 2 or 3 a day. And I looked it up on YouTube, and they look pretty gross. It looks like it's essentially crushed up Doritos and crushed up ramen noodles and add a bit of water. And you roll it up in a bag and basically make a burrito out of it. I don't know. He makes it sound like they're a lot better in the book, and obviously they must taste good because he's eating them all the time, and it sounds like all the other inmates ate them. So I don't know. I might have to try it out one time just to see how it tastes. So it sounded like Lil Wayne actually became friends with quite a few of the other inmates while he did his time at Rikers Island, but in one passage towards the end of the book, he had this to say: "The whole ordeal made me realize how there are no real friends in jail. I pray for everybody in here, but I really don't see myself keeping in touch with anybody but a couple of the COs who never acted like dicks towards me." So overall, the book was really good. It wasn't anything crazy. It was just kind of his day-to-day activities of his time while he was in prison. But the book made me gain a lot of respect for Wayne. It made me realize, that he's really down to earth. He's just another human being. He makes mistakes too, and he has to pay his dues. He didn't get any special treatment while he was in prison. He served his time. And what I really liked is that the book shows how much of a positive outlook Lil Wayne has, and how much, he really appreciates his blessings in his life. He really appreciates his family, his mother, his daughters, and, he really appreciates his fans. He has such a positive outlook on life. And so, I really appreciated that. And, that was probably the best thing that I got out of this book. So I would definitely recommend that you check this out. It should be available at most bookstores. It's 159 pages, and I don't really like to read too often, but it's honestly a really good book, so I would suggest you read it because it's an easy read. Even if you don't really like reading books, this isn't hard to read because it's really interesting. So definitely check it out. It's $23 in America and $30 in Canada, so make sure to check it out. And again, if you want to win this book, I'm doing a giveaway. So if you want to win this book, all you need to do is subscribe to my YouTube channel and to leave your Twitter or Instagram handle in the comment section below, so I have a way of contacting you. And I will select the winner January 1st. So make sure to enter by December 31st. So thanks a lot for watching my review. I hope you guys liked it. As I said, make sure to subscribe, leave your Twitter, Instagram handle in the comment section below, and you could win this for free. All right, thanks a lot for watching, guys.